talk, but thank God say Mayegun don come. So my people make you loud, oh yo yo. Mayegun don come, oh yo yo. My people make you shout, oh. Mayegun làwa mọ̀, làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Hello there.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀, làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Good morning to you, good afternoon to you, and good evening to you from wherever you are joining me from. It is Mayegun live.
Àṣírí ọ̀dẹ̀lú kì í kó níbẹ̀ o.
Read the caption of this broadcast. The description, a very long and detailed one, by the way. Share the broadcast. Invite your friends, invite your not so friendly friends, and tell them that Mayegun today.
I
would promise that I do come with a bag of goodies, all to savor tonight. All you have to do is share the broadcast. Invite your friends and not so friendly friends, as advised. Sounds like or sounded like a joke, but it is not a joke. How to react to this is sort of mixed, but I'll leave that to you.
Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin òwò ayé ẹ̀sùn láti
Thank you. Far too kind. As you are joining, sharing. We are starting now. So today, now good morning to you once again, good afternoon to you, and good evening to you from wherever you are joining us from or wherever you are watching from. It is Mayegun Live for those who are watching it live. It won't really matter even if you're watching it as a replay. But here is the rider. There is this video that popped out yesterday, and it sort of thrown so many of us off balance, because the purpose of, or let me say the title of the video was that for the first time, the farmers in southern Nigeria, especially in Yoruba land, they would have peace now, because some farmers have signed a peace deal with Miyetti. Mixed feelings, right? So a lot of us started digging. Like, what the hell? What was this? What's this all about? So many questions that even up till now unanswered. But what we finally figured out, what I found out, is that this is just a mere performatory show that lacks absolute no binding or any power or whatever behind it. It's just performatory. So at the Miyetti Allah, because according to them, they are like the others and the farmers. You know the rhetoric, I mean, sorry, the story of APC, Egbekegbe, the Boko Haram's gang, Layamo and others. When this terrorism started, was that those who were killing our farmers, our people, on their farms, they were not Nigerians. They were from Mali, Niger, Chad, and all these places. Then they started asking us to give them lands if we wanted peace. This was the condition given by the government of Nigeria to the Yorubas, here to all of us anyway, the entire south of Nigeria. So this has been a bone of contention for a while, to the point that when their media says farmers others clashes, that means two people clashed, Abi, and maybe if there are casualties, dead bodies, it should be on both sides. Any kind of fight that will lead to the death of one, it should also leave some unimaginable damages on the other, Abi. How could the farmers and others be clashing on the farmer's farm? So if there is anyone that need peace, to sign a peace deal and say, we are living and we will never perpetrate this act of terrorism on you anymore, it should be the Fulani terrorists, not the Miyetti Allah, fronting for them. And they are still projecting farmers' others clashes. So to bring peace, the Yoruba farmers who organized themselves in Ibadan decided to call it the South, the Southwest, the Southeast, the South. Meanwhile, it is mere APC, Egbekegbe performatory show. I'll show you. First, the video. According to this lady, this is the greatest thing ever, like that. Listen.
History is being made in Nigeria. The Farmers Association is south of Nigeria, southwest. They are meeting with the entire Miyetti Allah, the pastoral farmers, and signing a communique that will be communicated to the president. And that way, there can be peace. They say, no farmers, no Nigeria, but great farmers, great nation. I am so proud to be here today. An accident that has turned to be a blessing. I would love to have you. Okay, ma. Nigeria, here is our chance to peace, reconciliation, and communal living. Just watch this. See the crowd. You can't fake this. See the crowd. Across the entire South, all farmers present in the house. Yeah.
All state coordinators should please.
Nuisance, Lele.
So you see how propaganda does work. It's this. Inside that room, supposedly, were to be the victims of Fulani terrorism. Those who lost their farms or lost their lives and their family that survived them. Possibly one or two or so will be in that all. Then the Fulanis, they were supposed to be the perpetrators of this. They too represented by the Miyetti Allah. And a Yoruba lady was so proud. History has been made. Oh my God. The Fulanis have signed a peace deal with us. They have promised that our farmers can go to farms now. Our farmers can, there will be no issue anymore. There is a peace deal now. Is that actually a joke? That was my first reaction. Is this a joke? Until I saw this.
I'm going to read out the agreement. Very simple. Very, very simple. Attitude, sorrow, so we have discussed this. Coordinators, sir, we have discussed this. Your Excellency, we have done that. So, Maka, very simple test. Our meta to our sign. This is to affirm that farmers and cattle herders in southwest zone of Nigeria have agreed to work together and in harmony for the benefit of both parties and Nigeria in general. Yes. Great farmers. Yes. Signed this day, Thursday, 18th April 2024. Àwọn olórí wa àwọn ọ̀gá wa tí wọ́n bá sáyìn. Prince Segun Daseolu, coordinator for Southwest Commodities Farmers Organization. Ẹnìkejì ni bàbá wa Alhaji Baba Usman Ngazarma, National President, Miyetti Allah Cattle Breeders Association of Nigeria, MAGBA, and His Excellency Kemi Ologun. That the witness is Royal Highness Senator Adewolu Ladoja. Thank you so much. I'm going to read out the.
Yes. Ladoja. I mean, I don't know how this lady, in their typical fraudulent propaganda or so way, I don't know why she's out to drag south, southwest, southeast into it. It is these guys who have been victims. Listen to this. Oh, let's just say, or your state farmers who are Yorubas, or your state farmers, the part of Yoruba land that you can call the northern part of Yoruba land, okay, has been under the endless attacks of the Fulani terrorists, purported to be Fulani herdsmen. I mean, herdsmen are the ones that will lead their cows onto your farms, okay? But you see the terrorists that are kidnapping people, raping women, old women, on their way to the stream, markets, and farms, collecting ransoms, kidnapping, people for ransom. Those ones walk about with AK-47, wrecking havoc as well. You see those ones with cows, they also walk about with their AK-47. If they ransack your farms and you try to push back, they will pull gun on you. You will be lucky if they don't kill you, but you will watch them destroy your entire farm. Or your state has suffered greatly. Out of all the farm settlement that Obafemi Awolowo, Chief Obafemi Awolowo, established across Yoruba land, across the western region of old, There is the biggest of them, and some of them that, one of the surviving among others is the one in your states. And a lot of you have been hearing about the terrorism of Ibarapa, Ayete, Igogo, and all those areas. They are northern part of your states. These are areas where you will see farm settlements. These are not just farms that you just be like, okay, I'm going to farms. No. We call them farm settlements. People live on them. They live on those, on those farms. Massive expanse of land that have already been occupied by the armed Fulani terrorists. Majority of the places have been claimed by them. Like, this is our own. That's your own there. This is ours. So all this happening. Now, if Ladoja, the future Olubadan of Ibadan, is bearing witness where victims on their own land, victims of Fulani terrorism, are happy to come and sign a piece of paper. When did Fulani started sort of honoring agreement? When? I remember when Devulumayi was crying when some villages, in fact about 3 local government areas in Ebonyi State, were ransacked by Fulani terrorists, and they killed and killed and killed until they couldn't hide it. And he went there and he was like, I had an agreement with their leaders. We had an agreement. We had this or that, but we've now realized that majority of them that actually live here, majority of them, they are aware of the attacks. And before the attacks takes place, right, they will all just move away. Like 2-3 days before those attacks will take place, all the Fulanis known in the area, they will all move away until after the attacks. Umayi said it. Go on channels, television, YouTube channels, okay? Type in Umayi and Fulani killings in Ebonyi. You will see that video there. It was pleading with the people of those communities that this wasn't the agreement. In Anambra State, Obaino actually made 3 of them, 3 Fulani from this Miyetti as members of his own cabinet, as advisors to him. That never stopped them from, wreaking havoc whenever opportunity presented itself. So, piece of paper that ordinarily is not binding, okay, is what this group of people are showing that finally history has been made. Fulanis has promised us that they won't kill our farmers anymore. How great is that? Wow. Wow. No wonder she is so happy. In Yoruba land, not the Yorubas in Sokoto, no Yoruba farmers in Kebbi, Yoruba farmers in Yoruba land. They are, a group of people are so happy that their killers have finally agreed not to kill them anymore. I want to show you something. Take a look at the face of this guy that I believe is representing the Miyetti. The one that this guy was first asked, Abi, we have agreed, Abi? Have we agreed? And he was like, yeah, yes, we agreed. Look at his face first.
I'm going to read out the agreement. Very simple. Very, very simple. Attitude, sorrow, so we have discussed this. Coordinator, sir, we have discussed this.
Nuisance, Lele.
Abisa, we have discussed it. Abi, actually agree. And the power more, you will not kill us again. Yeah. Coordinator, actually agree. Have we agreed? And then our sister was so happy because history has been made. They have agreed not to kill us anymore.
History is being made in Nigeria. The Farmers Association is south of Nigeria, southwest. They are meeting with the entire Miyetti Allah, the pastoral farmers, and signing a communique that will be communicated to the president. And that way, there can be peace. They say, no farmers, no Nigeria, but great farmers, great nation. I am so proud to be here today. An accident that has turned to be a blessing. I would love to have you. Okay, ma. Nigeria, here is our chance to peace, reconciliation, and communal living.
Nuisance, Lele.
Peace, reconciliation, and communal living. With who? Nigeria have over 250 ethnic nationalities. That comprises over 500 to 600 tribes. That speaks similar language, over 600 languages. But one of them, Fulani, that speak one language, Fufude, is the one we have to sign a peace agreement with before we can actually farm on our land. Are you being serious? Meanwhile, an average Fulani, this is how they see it.
Before I start, I may like to ask you guys to save this video because I know some of you guys or many of Biafran, they are illiterate, they are not well educated. Save this video, run to your neighbor and ask them ask them to translate it to you guys. I swear to Almighty God, even you people have separated your nation, mean Biafra. You must see Fulani in your land. You must, that one is compulsory. Fulani is either you separate this land, you separate your own Biafra. Wallahi, Fulani must go there. Compulsory. Fulanis are not your mate. We are not your mate. We are not your mate. Fulanis are not your problem. Why you guys like you are out of your sense? Fulanis are not your problem. You are fighting with the government and still now you are still fighting with the Fulani. They play. You guys are wasting your time. Oh. Allah, I swear to Almighty God, even you people spread this nation, you must see Fulani in your land, Biafra, you must see Fulani. I swear to God. This is what I promise.
That's the delusion that they actually work with. About to be honest, too, if they have to leave everybody one-on-one, no government bias and all of that, Fulani can actually, like, I am, okay, in order not to sound like this is something I would like to see happen. No, that's not something I want to see. That's not the way I want things to be. But if it becomes something like a man-to-man, Baba, let's be honest now. Everybody is allowed to actually like, oh yeah, do whatever you can to defend yourself, Baba. We can actually kill that illusion. See, listen, oh, don't get me wrong. Oh. For time immemorial, the Fulanis, they see themselves somehow as fighters, fighters who are ready to die. And somehow, they're kind of right. They are right. But they are not always there. They are not totally right. Because even you, that you call yourself a terrorist, who can kill anything, you are brutal. When you face death face to face, you will shit your body. Do you understand what I mean? The terrorist that is bragging because he's allowed to carry that massive weapon, do all of that, no consequences. And it has happened again and again and again, no consequences. But from what we have heard, in few places where these marauders, this ragtag Islamic Fulani terrorists, where people have actually responded fire, most of the time they always have to run away. The operation gets aborted. If they get to a community They have an idea before they attack the community. They don't attack any community during the day. They attack them very early in the morning or dead in the night, when they can easily start burning people's homes, and when the civilians are running out here and there, they can start butchering them and macheting them. Meanwhile, during the day or maybe during the week, they've surveyed the entire community. They know the homes or the houses where men are and where people have weapons. So all of these are done in the cover of the night. And this is what cowards do. If you and the moment the people want to go after them, because people usually know where they come from. The moment the affected community wants to go after them, the Nigerian military will move in and they will start arresting the youth of that